1017 mob, tag them. Mud money mob, start tagging these niggas, man. Whole lot of mob shit. Motherfucking president, nigga. Y'all better listen to me. Let's get it.
Cream man, 30 on me, big bag, dirty on me. Yo ho, working on me. My niggas murking, homie. Hit his ass, laser tag, 50 round drum, 100 round drum. Mop him up when the time come. Mask on, mask off. Big dog, big boss. You broke your loss. Like a tag a nigga, yeah ho. Cream man doing numbers. I got hitters, I got runners. We gon' tag them by them commas.
30 days straight, I've been trapping. Look what happened. Bitch, I'm acting. I know about your baby mama, she get nasty. Gotta tell them to chill. The younger with me, why that action? I be in the dungeon with dragons, hot boy shit. Demons and ashes, lady baby shit. Dope boy magic. You smell the gas through the plastic. Smoking on rust. I'm trying to stuff every gram in the blunt. Asking, this ain't what you want. That laser gon' make a bitch nigga freeze. Tagging. He hit my line on a Wednesday. Saying to play up for Thursday. He called me back on a Friday. Asking why I didn't serve him. Boy, that little money ain't worth it. Me and you was the fee and the purpose. The president, meaning I'm the plug. You lucky to see me in person, bitch. Hey, I done put the campaign on furlough. You know they be working shit. Ain't come for no problem, but shut up your partner. My youngin' be murking shit. Yeah, I taught him how to go get a bag. Flip the shit and make it flip again. Talking about she can do better than me. I tell that bitch, handle your business then. I'm a business and a businessman. I'm the reason why you say your baby daddy got a brand new dental plan. I done knocked out the middleman. Mud money, what I represent. Cause we got it out the mud, nigga. 1017 mile with us. Face shaking, I don't fuck with you. 30 days I was quarantined in the trap setting up plays, nigga. Glizzy louder than some barber clippers. I ain't gonna shoot the fade with you. Fujiana got smoke, I'ma make a call, send a couple grave diggers. He got WAP on the line telling me to chill, but they shouldn't have played with us. On God. 30 days straight, I've been trapping. Look what happened. Bitch, I'm at it. I know about your baby mama, she get nasty. Gotta tell them to chill. The younger with me, by that action. I be in the dungeon with dragons, hot boy shit. Demons and ashes, lady baby shit. Dope boy magic. You smell the gas through the plastic. Smoking on runs. I'm trying to stuff every gun in the blood. Asking, this ain't what you want. That laser gon' make a bitch nigga freeze.
I grew up thuggin', muggin' on the block, pussy with them same niggas. Wreck round women every day, he got a big pistol, wig splitter. Pussy nigga on the net said he a real killer. Nigga, bitch. Seen his ass in person, nigga did the real thriller. Pussy nigga. I been round everywhere by myself, serving with a Drake. 1017 ice on me, try to take a shoot you in the face. Yeah, get him gone, bags in, bags out, chop. Julia hit my phone, say he got a country boy, I need to come tag. Yeah, I hit the road, AMG S550, hit the gas. Pull up, so the nigga grab, yeah, hit the gas, he was mad. But I don't really give a fuck, I'm with the mob and pussy nigga on the boss. Ho, one call, I call Cream, he gon' come through and knock a nigga off. Jill told me don't do it, but I gotta get to a nigga raw. Ho, all the mud moving slow, yeah, real slow, nigga like a slow bitch. Pussy nigga try to diss me, can't diss me, boy it's soft. Wop said don't play with nobody, fool, you better kill them all. Ho,
30 days straight, I've been trapping. Look what happened. Bitch, I'm at it. I know about your baby mama, she get nasty. Gotta tell them to chill. The younger with me, by that action. I be in the dungeon with dragons, hot boy shit. Demons and ashes, lady baby shit. Dope boy magic. You smell the gas through the plastic. Smoking on runs. I'm trying to stuff every gram in the blood. Asking, this ain't what you want. That laser gon' make a bitch nigga freeze. Tagging.
This shit crazy, man. Had another dream the other day, man. Niggas try to kill me again. You know what I mean? People try to take me away from my family, you know what I mean?
Upstate hustle.
Yeah.
I had another dream again. Niggas try to kill me again.
Again.
I had another dream the other day. People try to take me away.
They try to take me away.
Had another dream again. Niggas try to kill me again. Had another dream the other day. People wanna slide my way.
They try to slide my way.
Had another dream again. Had another dream again.
I had a dream again.
I think about it every day. Had another dream again.
I had a dream again.
Had another dream again. Niggas try to kill me again.
They try to kill me again.
Had another dream the other day. Niggas try to take me away. I used to hustle out the house, now I trap with the whip. Had to keep my gun tight, cause these niggas is bitch. The nigga mad cause I fucked this shorty. But the nigga kinda mad cause he owe me a short. I seen niggas, they was lurking in the back of the back. I seen them right in the back. It was crazy, I ain't had my strap. And I know they had them a strap. We had to go right after the show. I seen them niggas, they was following me quick. They was right on my shit. Niggas still thought dumping it quick. Niggas sent 5 shots. Ain't hit nothing. The niggas frontin'. Then I start dumping it back. Then I split. I ain't seen that nigga since. One day I'm on the block, I'm chillin'. Smoking my weed. These niggas ride past grillin'. Now I see the light stop. Seen the car pulled over. And now I see the passenger door open. Niggas leaned over. I knew it was lit. Niggas try to leave me dead on my dick. I gotta go.
Hey y'all, hey, we are back to
Hey Lissha, how you doing?
I am good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, girl, hanging in there. It's been a minute since we've been on the air, so I'm excited about tonight. And we have one of our favorites that's joining us shortly.
Yes, we do. I can't find my glasses, y'all. So y'all have to excuse me. I can't find them. I don't know where they at. I moved and they disappeared somewhere. I don't know. But
no.
We had a little brief break for Let's Chat. Team been working. We all had stuff going on, so we appreciate y'all. And we here.
We here. It seemed like even though we had that, the time off was much needed, but it wasn't like it was time off. You know, that is yet to come. But
right.
We still have things that we're doing, so you guys stay tuned. There's so many projects Lissha and I are involved in. Let's Chat always has something going on, and ain't no telling what Lissha's gonna drop on me tonight. She'll probably be giving me some kind of homework. Y'all know how to do your sister.
Listen, y'all. T that hardcore editor, so I be having to give her time. I could schedule a show every day of the week for 30 days, and she'd be looking at me cross-eyed like, "Girl, what's wrong with you?"
Girl.
What's wrong with you? What you over there smoking? and we got Let's Chat Sports, and she does a sports show. If y'all missed it, make sure y'all tune in to the replay for Let's Chat Sports, which was Tuesday with her and Mr. Jazz. But listen, she would look at me sideways like, I don't know what you over there smoking, but I'm not here for it.
And it's not like I don't have a husband. I have kids. I have a 9 to 5. I'm like, Leash, what you gonna add 24 hours more in my day or what, girl?
Listen. But we have our first fabulous guest. She is actually our fabulous person. We love it when she comes in the chat room. I love it when I'm able to see her at events. Y'all, she just gives life in whatever she does, whether she's writing or she's speaking. We have the fabulous Avery Good. Hey, Miss Shug.
Hey, how are you guys?
We are good. It's been a minute since we've seen you, girl, but it's always a pleasure.
It's always so good to see you guys as well. You know, I love you and I have missed you. I'm glad that you guys are here after the year that we've had and actually still having.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Now, I talked to you at the book event. You got a lot going on, so we don't cut to it. Let us know what you've been cooking in your creative kitchen.
Okay. So first, allow me to apologize for being outside. I was actually planning on being at home in a quiet space in my little office that I've curated. However, a real G is buying a house. So a house came on the market, y'all.
All right, house.
When I walked into this house, my realtor is on vacation. I said, this is it. I need you to
do what you gotta do. Don't
even call me. Don't call me.
Uh-huh.
Put the contract in, get the contract ready, send the documents to me, let me sign it. Because he had another realtor in his office show me the property. I said, no, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Awesome.
So, God is really good. And it will provide a great space for me to belt out more books for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote my first script over COVID.
Woo!
Yeah.
Easy.
Over COVID. So I'm really excited to announce, and you guys have heard it here first. Dishonest, my very first novel, guys, is gonna go to production April 2022 with Dennis Reed
Woo-hoo!
Productions and Homestead. So I'm really excited about that, y'all.
Oh,
I'm working on a new novel. You guys know I just released 2 novels. Well, kind of 1.5 perhaps. I
mm-hmm.
have Pen Pals, which is only available in ebook, and then I have meal tickets. So yeah, you guys, I've been doing some stuff. I'm almost finished with another novel, and I'm just excited to be here. I know I
Awesome.
talk.
Love it.
Awesome. Now, you know,
We
Lissha
love
and
it.
I are book bougie. Now, you said meal ticket. You know, we look at those titles. Leash, what could possibly be behind the book of titled
Child,
Meal Ticket?
I don't know, but I know that she nasty and she shady.
You know, so,
Or he. Wait a
look, y'all
minute.
know
Or
I write true
he.
fiction, right? I write truth fiction, so a lot of my novels are actually inspired by either true situations that I've heard, because for some reason people always want to tell me their
Tell your
business.
business.
Ooh.
So let me tell you, before they disclose anything, I always have to give them my disclaimer. I am an author, and anything you say can and possibly will be used
Ooh.
in one of my books. But they
Ooh.
want to
Right.
tell me anyway, so I let them.
Right. Don't listen. Don't send me no emails. Don't send me no letters from your attorney. I told you before you told me what was going down when you broke out with girl. Let me tell you. I had to say, girl, let me tell you, because if it's that good, it's
There
gonna be
you
in
go,
the
Leash.
book. Now,
Exactly.
if you didn't listen to that disclaimer, that's your business. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But I made sure I told you before you gave me the tea.
So true.
Absolutely. So meal tickets is about some young women who intentionally, just a few of them, intentionally try to have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire. They get pregnant on purpose so they can use the child support to
Child.
lifestyle
Ooh.
versus actually taking care of their child. But I had a friend here, I ain't gonna say her name, but she was dating
Uh-oh.
an affluent rapper that everyone knows. She has 6 kids. Only one of them are his, but the child support from that one child took care of her, all 6 kids, her mother, her sister, her sister,
Child.
8 kids, and her other little sister.
I'm sorry,
Wow.
Miss Jackson.
Look,
Whoa.
now, not everybody in the book, though, in all fairness, not everybody in the book, is a gold digger. There is, a situation with, and I know how you guys have seen that momager situation where a mom, she has this great son and he's on the rise and she thinks everybody is after him for his, where he's going or what he's going to have. And
Mm-hmm.
it's a situation in there that's really not necessarily the case, but it's a good book. I released it at Hustle and Grind. We sold out of that title. Well, actually,
Ooh.
we almost sold out of all of our titles at Hustle and Grind. So it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And for those who don't know what Hustle and Grind is, listen, book events are back. Book
Mm-hmm.
events are back. Hustle and Grind is the premier book event that is in Detroit, Michigan. Listen, Michelle Moore, she works really hard. She puts on a great event. Make sure
Mm-hmm.
that if you are in the Detroit area, if you're an author and you want to participate in the event, just make sure that you friend her, check her page out, and see when she starts letting you know when the next one comes out, especially new authors. I always tell new authors, you want to pay attention to how old original authors, not even original, but seasoned authors move. How do
Mm-hmm.
they move at book events? Because let me tell you, and I'm talking about people, so you ain't got to send me no inbox because I'm talking about you. When I go to a book event and I walk up to your table and you still sitting down, it's a problem. Because
That
I'm going
part.
to tell you, I need you to come in front of that table. And I
Mm-hmm.
understand that they don't know, and so I tell them that in love. But when people come to your table, they should not, I don't care if they buy a book or not, they should not pass your table without speaking to you. You want them to remember your name. You want to, any event you go to, you got to put your name on it. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care what happens, how many books they buy whatever, they remember that they spoke to you at that event, whether they purchased the book or not. So never sit down.
No.
And when you watch Suge, I call her Suge, Suge Avery. But when you watch the seasoned authors and how they move around at events, you learn something. And you not only learn something, but you get a respect for the grind and a respect for literature, because they bring it out and they take care of their readers. You don't have to worry about what a reader is going to receive when they come across this author just by talking to them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's a reputation. Like Avery's known for, her exuberance with meeting her readers and even new potential readers. And that's how authors get that. Avery, you want to expand on that? Just for those that may be listening that are not new to what they can experience and receive from book events?
Absolutely. First of all, you have to engage the readers. Give them a reason to stop at your table. Even if somebody is walking by, stop them and compliment that queen. Compliment that man. Be like, hey, how are you? What do you like to read? You have to engage the readers. You have to give them a reason to want to support you, because in all honesty, people don't buy the book. They're buying you. You're really the brand. Your book should enhance your brand. It should be as good as you are, but people like to support people who they like. So engage the readers first and foremost, and like I said, that can be as simple as offering them a compliment. Now, y'all know I don't sit down at book event. The idea is to get a little bit at the kickback, because I have a tear currently in my meniscus. So my knee was a little bit swollen, but maybe 80% of the time I was on my feet. And when I did engage a reader and the reader stopped at my table, I actually got up to speak to him or her, whether, like I said, whether they bought anything in that moment or not, that was okay. But I know a young lady who stopped at my table. She talked to me. She didn't buy not one book, but guys, when I went home, she ordered every single book off of my website.
Wow.
And I was blessed by that. Only she was like, I remembered you. I was really blown away, by your attitude. Like, I just told her, I was like, look, I'm praying for you. I pray that God, enlarges your territory, because that was just something that God, gave me in that moment for her. If anybody knows, I am saved, not quite delivered, but he's working on. But that's really just what I do. If I want somebody to buy my books, I let them know, look, this is where we are. Oh, my goodness, ready. So look, let me tell y'all what had happened was I went to go and see this house, right? And my realtor was showing me this house, and it kind of went over, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. I don't cook. I haven't cooked, y'all, since COVID. So now I'm here at this restaurant that I'm about to walk through. So y'all gonna walk through with me. It's called Lickety Split. Y'all, they have some of the best food in Atlanta. So I guarantee y'all come when y'all get here. Toni, you not here. You in New York. Excuse me.
I'm here. I'm here. She be here in April though.
Yeah, so you definitely have to come. It's called Lickety Split. Everything looks so delicious. I'm gonna go and get my my big girl on. Okay, no holds barred.
When it's good, it's good, right, girl?
Right. Listen.
Sweet potato pie, peach cobbler with vanilla ice cream. I got brisket, yams, collard greens, and they call it smack and cheese.
Okay. All right then.
You know it's good when they rename stuff. Okay, that's all I got to say. You know it's good. Strawberry pudding.
That's right. That's right.
Strawberry banana pudding.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. All right. We may have to visit that one day, Leash, when I'm down there.
Yes. Because, T don't watch TV. So when she comes to town, I make sure she have her Pepsi and her favorite bread. We watch TV and we eat.
and run our mouth.
And run our mouth, y'all. Listen, I'll be like, my oven is your oven. She come in and make her perfect pancakes. That be our breakfast. And listen, we find somewhere to get our eat on. So ain't nobody mad at it.
Look, Toni look like she'd be doing some things in that kitchen. Like I need to make it to the East Coast, man. Further east.
Listen, Miss Toni is wife 101. Every gadget and everything electronics in my kitchen, she told me to get it. Listen, bread maker, smoker, she bakes, she do everything. So yes, Miss Toni can tear up in the kitchen.
I bet she can.
I'll be making stuff and I'm like, ooh, I think Lissha will like this. Ooh, I think I'm gonna make this next time I go to Lissha. I'll be like in my head, I'm already making stuff for when I go visit her. I'm like, ooh, I know she don't like fish, but I could substitute this.
Listen, you can always tell when it touch her spirit. She'll be like, Leash, I was thinking and I thought that this would taste good.
When I saw Leash.
When you go to experiment, adding a pinch of this, a dash of that, you be like, that now it's right. That's real cooking.
Oh yeah.
I don't play no games.
She don't play no games. Now you mentioned that you put out 2 books, so tell us what we can expect from the other book as well.
Okay, so now Pen Pals. Pen Pals is about a young lady here in Atlanta who had a catering company, but it was a front for her escorting company.
Oh, wow, listen.
Yes, so now, when you're doing good, there's always that one person who's hating on you. So somebody who was close to her really wasn't too keen on her coming up and seeming like they were getting left behind or whatever. So, there's a wicked plot, lands her in jail or whatever. They steal all her money. Ooh. And she's like, I got to come up. So with the help of an unlikely ally, she starts a prostitution ring in prison. That's house. Yes, they devise a plan. She has some people on the outside working with her. Y'all, this book is good.
Ooh, I know it is.
Absolutely, I know it is.
Because it was going to go in psychology that Carl West was putting together, but I think he 86 that idea, but I put it out anyway.
I know that's right. Now you mentioned the movie, so you got to let us know. Okay, the script, we got the movie coming. I mean, what is that process like for you? There's a lot of authors that want to turn their books into movies. They want to know that process. They want to experience that part of expanding their brand. What was that process like for you, and how did you get started and connected?
Well, for me, I don't know if a lot of people know, I used to be under, I had a book deal with Life Changing Books, that's Tressa Azarel Smallwood. And I don't know if you guys have watched any of the movies she put out. She did Secrets by Jay Trimble. She has another called Sinners Wanted and things like that. So, and then she has a recent one. She had one with Little Mama, and then one. She has some projects out there. But Tressa is one of those women. When she comes up, she will bring you up as well. So she was like, "Hey, this is what you need to do." So she encouraged me to get Final Draft software. A friend of mine actually had it and downloaded it to my computer. With her help, I learned how to use it. With his help, I learned how to use it. Both of them gave me tips on how to write. I went to YouTube University.
Right.
So I can learn the proper structure and formatting of a script, because it's not like writing a novel. It's totally different process. But in anything, and I encourage writers to do this, you need to learn your craft. You're never too good to know your craft. And the best writers are actually readers. So don't come hand to me that I don't read crap. I won't support the book. I just won't. But I did learn a lot. I was blessed. In 2017, I did a book signing at the Essence Fest. I met a wonderful young lady who is actually a producer for the Parkers and for Love That Girl. and her brother produced Martin, y'all.
Wow.
So with her help, she was out. She was like, "Look, I love your passion." I took some courses from her that she had about writing a script, pitching, creating a pitch deck, which a pitch deck is basically a PowerPoint presentation that tells
Mm-hmm.
you a little bit about the movie and it gives pictures of who could possibly play this person because movies are visual,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
so I just started writing. I would send it to her. She was like, mm-mm, change this, take that out. It's too wordy. This is not a novel. She was giving me exceptional feedback. But one day we got it together. And so she was like, now it's ready. When I was
Wow.
at the Hustle and Grind Book Fest in Detroit in 2019, I actually met a movie producer there named Dennis Reed. Dennis Reed is an author who transitioned into movies. He has his own production company, and he was like, "Listen, I would love to work with you." I actually had a few people
Mm-hmm. Oh
Oh
boy.
man, she was doing
Yeah.
good.
I think that's the year you and I went, wasn't it, Leash?
Yeah.
2019.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were there that year. So you froze, so we missed part of what you were saying.
I apologize. What part did y'all didn't hear?
That Dennis said that he
So Dennis wanted to do a deal with me. A couple of people were actually interested in actually, producing Dishonest, and he offered the better deal. So I decided I was going to go with him. He gave me a lot more um, voice as far as the creative process is
Mm-hmm.
concerned, and I really appreciate that. But for with him, he was actually willing to take it step by step with me so that I could understand the process, not exclude me from what was going on so that I could learn. Because he said it is his hopes that whatever I learn from him, I can take that and teach somebody else.
mm-hmm.
Wow, that's awesome. You
Absolutely.
know, every like you said, it's writing the book and writing the script are so different because where writing the book you have unlimited,
Mm-hmm.
resources, how much you can bring a reader into, but when you have to chop that down into manuscript form, can you share with us the challenges that you face having to just take pertinent information and make it a really great script? Because you can't bring the whole book in. Did we lose her again, Leash?
Oh man.
Because I think that's one of the challenges that authors have when they
Mm-hmm.
put their books into movie form. Are you back with us, Avery?
And that's why it's important. We always tell authors, don't be scared to invest in yourself. She
Right,
mentioned multiple times that she took courses for script writing. Those things are not going to be free and they're not going to be cheap. But she
right,
invested in herself. She
right,
invested in her pen. You can't expect other people to invest in you, to
Right?
be inspired by you, to want to push you if you're not willing to do those things for yourself.
right. So you back with us, Avery, or we lost you again? I think her
Yeah,
connection.
I'm connected to Wi-Fi. You guys, I apologize. I'm actually in front of my house on the Wi-Fi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
I
hear
don't think
you.
y'all can hear me because all I see is y'all smiles. Hmm, no.
We can hear you.
Okay, so the challenge that I faced with converting the novel to a script was that, like you said, Miss Tony, a novel can be as long as I want it, but
Mm-hmm.
a script, you have 120 pages or less, and the way
Mm-hmm.
that they want it needs to imagine an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. It needs to be more white space, more white
Mm-hmm.
than black, and they want it in a T. So you can have like that first line, and then it needs to be like mm, very brief because with the script, they're going to be seeing the action. With the
Right,
novel, we have to write the action and we have to
right.
make them envision it. We don't have to do that with the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So it cuts out a lot of that. And then
Mm-hmm.
I think before you actually start writing your script, you need to know your product so well that you know that these are the key things that you
Mm.
actually want people to see. This is the takeaway. And,
Right.
and don't be married to what's going on. It's okay to have variations or whatever. Because, I mean, we see it all the time. Where if you've read a book and then you see the movie, you know that there are subtle differences. Sometimes there may be even some drastic differences, but
Mm-hmm.
it works out in the end.
Mm-hmm. But I think it worked, like you said, it works out in the end because if a viewer of your script, if your movie wants to know the full extent of the story, they'll go out and buy the book.
That's
So it
right.
works twofold. And those that have read the book are excited about the book, they'll go see the movie.
That's
So it's
right.
like a give and take.
Right. And
Now,
one thing
mhm.
I'm sorry, but one thing I do know is that if you have a book movie conversion, that movie will drive the sales up again on that book. So there's an added bonus in that
That's
also.
right.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. What you was gonna say, Leash?
I was going to ask, what did you learn about yourself? It's been so much going on. We got a pandemic going on. You've had surgery. What have you learned about yourself along the way in preparing from 2019? Because, a lot of times people think that things just happen right now. But
Right.
you really, right now, if you're thinking about your brand and your movement, you should already be in 2023. You see what I'm saying? You're thinking
Right.
ahead of time. You're not thinking like right now. So what from 2019 forward, what has that process been for you? What have you learned about yourself?
I learned that I am a lot more resilient than I thought. I'm a lot stronger than I thought because when I tell you guys that, and I'm sure it's true for a lot of people, you yourselves included, 2020 challenged me in a way that I never imagined. I
Mm-hmm.
lost people, really close to me, and it just took its toll on me. But I'm a lot stronger than than I gave myself credit for. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when you're forced to be strong, that's the only time that you learn exactly how strong you really are. When you have when it feels like you have the weight of the world, on your shoulder. I'm a lot more creative than I thought,
Yep.
honestly. I
Mm-hmm.
came up with a lot of really good ideas over the pandemic that you guys will be seeing, come to fruition really soon. You
Mm-hmm.
know, um, my faith was tested in 2020, as I'm sure a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people, but my faith is a lot stronger than I thought it was too, because I didn't know when, I didn't know how, but I did know that God was going to make a way. I knew
Mm-hmm.
he was going to bring me out no matter what. And that part, it never wavered. So I'm grateful and I'm thankful to him, just
Mm-hmm.
for allowing me even to be here in this moment, talking to you guys, seeing your beautiful faces once
Mm-hmm.
again. I cannot wait to hug you guys. Well, Lissha, I got to hug
Oh.
you, but Miss Toni, cannot wait to see you. It has been so too long. Too long.
Mm-hmm. It's true. So true. And you know something? You're not alone with that 2020 because a lot of people were forced to actually relearn themselves if they hadn't known themselves prior to 2020. It allowed people to slow down, you know what your priorities, what's important, and also know yourself. And I think that's one of the biggest things to take out of 2020 and beyond is to know yourself, know what you want, know
Right.
your limitations, know the limits. It's just knowing what you want in life. And I think it also produced, Avery, some entrepreneurs that would have never taken that on
At that
had they
leap.
not been forced to sit down and be
Mm-hmm.
still.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And
Absolutely.
a lot of times we always encourage people to invest in themselves, but not only investing in yourselves, but you have to encourage yourself. You can't expect your encouragement to come from someone else, because
Right.
a lot of times people may encourage you, they may support you, but it's only to the extent of how far they feel that you can go based on as far as they can go.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't feel they can't make it, then you can't make it either. And so
Right.
you have to sometimes you in that thing by yourself. You making those moves
Mm-hmm.
by yourself, and it
Mm-hmm.
gets hard because you deal with life. But you got to keep moving, and things
Mm-hmm.
happen, and you still got to keep moving. And sometimes you look up and it's like, wow, how am I going to do this? But let me tell you, It's gonna happen. You gotta have faith, but you not only have faith in God, you have to have faith in yourself, your abilities, and your skills to make things happen.
Right. And everybody is not meant to go with you. You know, at some certain levels, you know, sometimes that it reveals itself, but not everybody is always. And sometimes you get that backhanded support. You know, Lissha and I, we talk about that a lot on the show. You know, that backhanded support is not necessarily the best support, but you know it when it's presented to you.
Yes, one thing that 2020 it revealed a lot of backhanded shade.
That's right.
And I tell people, like, watch those folks around you that preface anything that you're doing with the word little.
Okay, you still got that little book. You still got that little show.
Y'all, you know, and that God, he has revealed, man, 2020, baby. If it showed you nothing, it showed you who was for you, who was against you. You cannot be in between. It's either or. You can't straddle the fence with people, not anymore. So I eliminated a lot of dead weight. I came into 2021 with so much more clarity. I had a made up mind. Like I posted the other day, I said, my heart is fixed and my mind is made up. We're not playing these games with y'all no more. This is Team Good. If you want to be in Team Good, you're going to be a good person in Team Good. We don't need no wishy-washy people. We good.
We don't. We ain't got time for that. We got work to do. And I ain't got time to be babysitting nobody. So if you for me, you for me. And this is what we about to do, and we about to make it happen. And if you're not for me, and this goes for everybody, and sometimes, you know, it could be family included. I'm sorry. Yeah, I said it. Don't send me no inboxes. But you have to think about you and your brand. And sometimes you are in it on your own. And that's so true.
That's true.
And you can't be lukewarm about yourself, because when you lukewarm about yourself, you will draw in lukewarm people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. What you were saying, you know, about the investing in yourself and things like that, I think no matter what it is that you're doing, but you know, because I am an author, I continuously take creative writing courses. Like I took a class over COVID with Victoria Christopher Murray, and I know you guys know that her books, the Seven Deadly Seven Deadly Sin series, got picked up by TD Productions, all 7. She hadn't even finished the 7th book when he picked it up. So they've already released Plus, they've already released Indie. I think that if there's something that you want to do, it is okay to learn from somebody who is doing it better than you.
Absolutely.
You love Victoria.
If you're not willing to invest in yourself, nobody is going to want to invest in you.
Absolutely. And I actually interviewed her for Hardcore Grind, which is my column in Medium Magazine. It's also in Heat Seekers and the Indie Post. And the one thing I learned, like you said, when I talked to her, she was like, Lifetime they was putting money in for books I ain't even got. And she was even like, listen, this is like big. And now she has her new book, The Librarian, which I guarantee 12 months we're going to see that on the big screen or on the movie, because it is that good.
Yes. And, you know, she's making really great moves. But one thing I can say, you know, and I'm not, you know, just saying, because she will tell you herself, she said, Avery, you are a very good writer. She said, girl, you got this. Just keep going. And she approved a lot of, she was like, your stuff needs very little edits. You know, you got the formula. Just continue in that. Do not stray from this formula. So my goal with every book that I write is to give my readers something fresh, give them something original, because it's not a lot of, y'all haven't read a lot of what I get. You know, it might even be drugs. It might not be, but it's not going to be the same drugs. It might, you know, I keep people using Bengay.
You never know what you're going to get.
Listen, you can kill somebody putting some cracking the egg on their air conditioner on the outside of their house. I'm just saying. Listen, when I say Miss Avery
Look
can
at her.
kill
She's
up
like,
some folk,
ooh.
she can kill up some folk. At her pen, she nasty.
Note to
She
self,
ain't.
Avery.
They having conversation, honey. They ain't at Starbucks. Ain't none of them at Starbucks for not even a length of time.
Not at all.
Y'all know we tease, but we are so we book bougie, and we feel like if it's gonna be nasty, let it be nasty. If not, we need you to send them to Starbucks some coffee and conversation because we don't have time for it. And Miss Avery over here, Suge Avery, she don't disappoint. She don't disappoint.
Not at all.
Not on any level.
Not on any level.
No.
We so appreciate you coming and kicking with us in the chat room. We want you to shout out all of your social media, where everyone can grab your books.
Well, thank you so much for having me. And, for all of you who are interested in following me, you may do so. My Instagram and Twitter is The Good Scribe because, everything I do is good. And on Facebook, you can find me. I'm Avery Good. My website is Avery Goods World because, y'all, it's a whole production over here. So welcome to my world. And all of my books are available on there. You can get all my books on Nook, Kindle. They're coming in audio. Guys. We're working on that. So give it a couple of months. They're going to be ready and released. But wherever good books are sold, you will find my books.
Oh,
congratulations on the new house.
Congratulations, and hopefully we will see you soon. We are so happy for you. We appreciate you for always supporting us. And anytime you want to come on, just let us know and we make it happen.
That's it.
You guys, well, I'll be dropping a new novel. It's called You, Me, and She. It's about polyamory. Y'all, it ain't like no three-way relationship you've ever seen. So just be ready for that. And I will tell you when I'm finished and we'll talk about it when
yes, ma'am.
Sounds like a plan.
Ma'am.
Another very good book.
Of course. It's a good one. Well, thank you so much once again, Avery. You know how Lissha and I feel about you. Like she said, you're welcome back here anytime.
I love you guys.
And we always try to make it good for you.
I'm gonna have a party and all the songs are gonna have the word good in them.
Very good. That's right.
Thank you so much for having me. I always enjoy spending time with the two of you. I think you guys are some of the best to ever do it. Just keep going. I'm praying for you. And let's not let this be too long before I see you guys, okay?
Okay.
Yes,
thank you so much. You take it easy and stay safe. And enjoy that good food.
That's right.
I plan on it. I'll let y'all know how it was.
Absolutely.
Take care, sweetie.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Oh my goodness. I love when she comes on. We love Author Avery Good. We're going to take a super brief break. We will be back in 2 very brief shakes with for our next guest. He's going to be kicking it with us in the chat room. So I'm excited. And we will see y'all soon.
Be right back.